County, honey. It's about 8:30, and I'm going to be here for a while. Presentation didn't go so well. Call me. I love you. Bye.
Well, it's not the first bullet I took. Hey, guess who I ran into? From our class at Quantico? Marty Neal.
J. Edgar Jr.?
He just got bumped up. Foreign Counterintelligence, New York City Bureau, Supervisory Special Agent.
Supervisory?
Mm-hmm.
2 years out of the academy. How did he land that?
Locked into the World Trade Center bombing.
Well, good for Marty.
Come on, Dana, the guy's a loser. Look where he is now. That's where we should be.
Brad Wilson told me the psychological profile you wrote on the Washington Cross killer led him straight to the suspect. Word has it you're on the violent crime section's fast track.
How you doing? You had any close encounters of the third kind?
Is that what everyone thinks I do?
Well, of course not, but you do work with spooky Mulder.
Mulder's ideas may be a bit out there, but he is a great agent.
Yeah, well. I got a case that's out there. Baltimore PD cops want our help on a serial killer profile. 3 murders, started 6 weeks ago. Victims vary in age, race, gender. No known connections between them.
I take it there's a pattern?
Point of entry. Actually, the lack of one.
What do you mean?
One victim, college girl, murdered in her 10 by 12 center block dorm room. They found her with the windows locked, the door locked from the inside. Latest incident, 2 days ago. High security office building, nothing on the security monitors. Janitor spoke to the victim, a high-powered businesswoman, minutes before she was killed. Didn't hear or see a thing out of the ordinary.
Suicides?
Each victim was found with their liver ripped out. No cutting tools used.
Bare hands. This looks like an X-file.
Come on, don't get carried away. I'm gonna solve these murders, Dana, but you know what I would like from you is to go over the case histories, maybe come down to the crime scene.
Do you want me to ask Mulder?
He wants to come as a favor to you, that's fine, but you let him know this is my case, Dana. If I can break a case like this one, I'll get my kick up the ladder. And who knows? Maybe you won't be Mrs. Spooky anymore.
So why didn't you ask me?
He's a friend of mine from the academy. I'm sure he just felt more comfortable talking to me.
Why would I make him so uncomfortable?
Probably has to do with your reputation.
Reputation. I have a reputation?
Look, Mulder, Colton plays by the book and you don't. He feels your methods, your theories are...
Spooky? You think I'm spooky?
Dana! Sorry, I'm late.
Oh, we just got here. Fox Mulder, Tom Colton.
So what do you think, Mulder? You think this could be the work of little green men?
Greg.
Excuse me?
Greg. You said little green men. The reticulan skin tone is predominantly gray. They're notorious for their extraction of terrestrial human livers due to the iron depletion on the reticulan galaxy.
You can't be serious.
You know how much liver and onions goes for on reticula? Excuse me.
Listen, Dana, I've been thinking. I have a theory on this. Actually might explain a lot. Tell me what you think. What if the guy enters the... Oh, wait a sec, what the hell is he doing? The vent's what, 6 by 18 inches? No one's gonna be able to crawl through that.
Looks like a fingerprint to me. A long reticulan fingerprint. This is the print I lifted from Usher's office yesterday. These others are from an X-file. 10 murders, Baltimore area, unknown point of entry. Each victim had their liver removed. These prints were found at 5 of the 10 crime scenes.
10 murders Colton never mentioned.
Well, he probably was unaware. These 2 were found about 5 years before he was born at Powhatan Mill. And these 3, they were found about 5 years before his mother was even born.
Are you saying these prints are from the 1960s and the 1930s?
And fingerprinting was just coming into its own in 1903, but there was a murder involving an extracted liver.
Of course.
That's 5 murders every 30 years. That leaves 2 to go this year.
You're saying these are copycats?
What did we learn our first day at the academy, Scully? Each fingerprint is unique. These are a perfect match.
Are you suggesting I go before the violent crime section and present a profile declaring these murders are done by aliens?
Of course not. I see no evidence of alien involvement.
Well, what then? That this is the work of some 100-year-old serial killer capable of overpowering a healthy young businesswoman?
Well, he should stand out in a crowd with 10-inch fingers.
Look, bottom line, this is Colton's case.
Our X-file dates back to 1903. We had it first.
Mulder, they don't want you involved. They don't want to hear your theories. Why do you think Skinner has you hidden away down here?
You're down here too. Let's agree to this. They'll have their investigation, and we'll have ours. And never the twain shall meet. Agreed?
After a careful review of the violent and powerful nature of these murders, I believe the killer to be a male, 25 to 35 years of age with above average intelligence. His manner of entry has been so far undetectable. This may be due to his superior knowledge of the inner building's ductwork and structure, or he may in fact hide in plain sight, posing as delivery or maintenance workers. The extraction of the liver is the most significant detail of these crimes. The liver possesses regenerative qualities. Cleanses the blood. The taking of this trophy is the transferring act for the killer to cleanse himself of his own impurities. I believe he is acting under the classic form of obsessive-compulsive behavior. Now, since the victims are unrelated and we cannot predict who will be next, we must utilize the fact that a killer will not always succeed in finding a victim. When this occurs, a serial killer may return in frustration to the site of a previous murder, hoping to recapture the emotional high. I think our best course of action is to target these sites.
Good job, Agent Scully.
Oh, if nobody has any objections, I suggest we start our stakeouts of the murder. Start our stakeouts of the murder sites tonight. We'll focus on the parking garage underneath the office building of the latest victim. We're looking for a male, 25 to 35, possibly wearing a uniform, gas company, UPS, or whatever. I know you're assigned to another unit, Scully, but if you're looking for some overtime, you're more than welcome to come aboard with us. That is if you don't mind doing something a little more down to earth.
Oh.
Position 10, I copy.
You wouldn't shoot an unarmed man, would you, Copper?
Mulder, what the hell are you doing here?
He's not coming back here. His thrill is derived from the challenge of a seemingly impossible entry. He's already beaten this place. If you'd read the X-file on the case, you'd come to the same conclusion.
Mulder, you are jeopardizing my stakeout.
Yeah.
You're wasting your time. I'm going home. Scully, call for backup.
Position 10, requesting backup.
It's in here.
Federal agent, I'm armed. Proceed down the bench slowly.
All right, take up!
Turn around!
FBI!
Turn around! Get your hands down behind your back! Go!
You're under
Move it.
arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything to say? Yeah.
You were right, Scully.
Is your full name Eugene Victor Tooms?
Yes.
Are you a resident of the state of Maryland?
Yes.
Are you an employee of the Baltimore Municipal Animal Control?
Yes.
Is it your intent to lie to me about anything here today?
No.
Were you ever enrolled in college?
Yes.
Were you ever enrolled in medical school?
No.
Have you ever removed a liver from a human being?
No.
Have you ever killed a living creature?
Yes.
Have you ever killed a human being?
No.
Were you ever in Georgia Usher's office?
No.
Did you kill Georgia Usher?
No.
Are you over 100 years old?
Must be a control question.
I had her ask it.
No.
Have you ever been to Powhatan Mill?
Yes.
In 1903?
No.
Are you afraid you might fail this test?
Yes. Because I didn't do anything.
He nailed it. A+ as far as I'm concerned. Subject didn't kill those two people.
Maintenance workers in the office building confirm a call to animal control regarding a bad smell. They found a dead cat in the ventilation ducts on the second floor.
Well, that's that.
It still doesn't explain what he was doing there that late at night.
So, he's one of the few civil servants we have with initiative, and we're busting him for it.
Crawling up an air duct by himself without alerting security.
Dana, he passed the test, his story checks out, he's not the guy. Doesn't mean your profile's incorrect.
Scully's right. He's a guy.
What do you got, Mulder?
He lied on questions 11 and 13. His electrodermal, and they went off the charts. They almost went right off the charts.
Question 11. Is that the 100-year-old question? Because let me tell you, I had a reaction to that question myself. And what the hell is the Powhatan Mill thing?
There were 2 murders with matching MOs that occurred in Powhatan Mill in 1933. Look at the chart.
My interpretation of those reactions.
I don't need you or that machine to tell me if Tooms was alive in 33.
He's our guy.
I'm letting him go.
Coming, Dana?
Tom, I want to thank you for letting me put in some time with the VCS, but I'm officially assigned to the X-Files.
I'll see what I can do about that.
Tom, I can look out for myself.
You know how you said Mulder was out there? Well, that guy's insane.
You knew they wouldn't believe you. Why did you push it?
Maybe because I thought you were right. And maybe because I run into so many people that are hostile just because they can't open their minds to the possibilities. That sometimes the need to mess with their heads outweighs the millstone of humiliation.
It seems like you were acting very territorial. I don't know, forget it.
Of course I was. In our investigations, you might not always agree, but at least you respect the journey. If you want to keep working with them, I won't hold it against you.
I don't know. You must have something more than this polygraph interpretation to back up this theory, and I have to see what it is.
These are Victor Toombs' fingerprints. This is the one I lifted from Usher's office. It matches the old ones from the X-Files. Obviously no match, but what if?
How could that be?
The only thing I know for certain is they let him go.
About 4 inches from the south wall.
I mean, maybe we should be looking for liver transplants in the next 24 hours. Maybe this thing's a black market.
Come on, it was ripped out of there.
At this point, I'm willing to entertain any theory. any sane theory. Sorry, Dana, but I only want qualified members of the investigating team in my crime scene.
What's the matter, Colton? You think I'm gonna solve your case?
Tom, we have authorized access to this crime scene. A report of you interfering with another agent's investigation might stick out on your personnel file.
Whose side are you on, Dana?
The victims.
It's about 32 inches from the toilet.
The victim is a Thomas Tancredi, single, white.
It's Tooms. And he took something.
Baltimore PD checked out Toombs' apartment. It was a cover. No one's ever lived there, and he hasn't shown up for work since he's been arrested.
I found him. How do we learn about the present? We look to the past. I think I found where this all started in 1903 on Exeter Street. Look at the address of the first murder victim in 1903.
Apartment 203. He killed the guy above him.
Maybe his neighbor was playing the Victrola too loud.
This must be Toombs' great-grandfather.
What about the prints?
Genetics would explain the patterns. It would also explain the sociopathic attitudes and behaviors. It begins with one family member who raises an offspring, who raises the next child.
So what is this? The anti-Waltons?
Well, what do you think?
I think we need to track Eugene Toombs. There's 4 down and 1 to go. If we don't catch him this time, the next chance we're going to get him will be in...
2023.
And you'll be head of the bureau by then. I think you need to go through the census. I'm going to go through this century's birth, marriage, and death certificate and see what I can find. Do you have any Dramamine? These things make me seasick. Anything?
Nope. He disappeared off the face of the planet. You?
He was never born, never married, never died.
At least in Baltimore County. Now, I did find one thing, though. It's the current address of the investigating officer at the Powhatan Mill murders in 1933.
I've been waiting 25 years for you.
Sir?
I decided to call it quits in 1963 after being a cop for 40 years. and those killings at Powhatan Mill. Oh, I was sheriff then, and I'd seen my fill of murders, bloody ones. But I got to go home and throw the old baseball with the kid and not think a second thing of it. Sometimes you just gotta do that, or you go crazy, right? Those murders, Powhatan Mill. When I entered that room, my heart went cold. My hands numb. And I could feel it.
Feel what, Frank?
When I first heard about the death camps in 1945, I remembered Powhatan Mill. I could see Bosnians and the Kurds, and that room was still there, I tell you. But you gotta believe me, it was horrible. 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 Now, can you do me a favor and grab that box and put it on the table, please? This is all the evidence I've collected over the years, officially and unofficially.
Unofficially.
I knew the murders in '63 were done by the same people as the ones in '33. I got stuck at a desk pushing papers, so they took me off the case.
A piece of the removed liver?
Oh, yes. But that isn't the only trophy, you know. We took a few others. There was the hairbrush in the Taylor case, and the coffee cup in the Martin case.
Have you ever heard of the name Eugene Victor Tooms?
When they wouldn't let me on board in '63, I decided to do a little work myself. And I took these surveillance pictures. This is Tooms. Of course, he was 30 years ago. And got his address right here. It's located at
66 Exeter Street.
Right! That's right! Right here!
Here's number 103.
The old man was right. You can feel it.
There's nothing here.
Check this out. What's this?
I don't know, let's find out.
Looks like someone's having a garage sale. Huh. I bet you this is what he took from the back of Tancredi's toilet.
Frank said he collected trophies.
Does he live in here?
Looks like the wall's deteriorating.
No, I think someone made it. It's the nest. It's made out of rags and newspapers.
Well, that looks like the opening. What do you think's inside? Oh my God, Mulder! I think it's bile.
Is there any way I can get this off my fingers quickly so as to not betray my calm exterior?
No one could live in there.
I don't think this is where he lives. I think this is where he hibernates.
Hibernates?
Just listen for a second. What if there was some sort of genetic mutation that could allow a man to awaken every 30 years?
Mulder.
And the 5 livers provide him sustenance for those 5 years. What if Eugene Tooms is some kind of 20th century genetic mutant?
Well, in any case, he's not here now, and he's got to come back.
We should get a surveillance team.
That'll take some finagling.
Well, why don't you go downtown and see what you can finagle? I'll keep watch.
Oh, hold on. I think I'm snagged on something. Oh, it's okay. Got it.
About time.
Who are we looking for now?
Eugene Tooms. He's unarmed, but consider him dangerous. Scully and I'll be back in 8 hours to relieve you if he doesn't show. Right here.
You got it. Spooky.
Dana. We have to talk.
I have to meet Mulder.
That's what we have to talk about. You've got my men sitting outside of a building that's been condemned for 10 years?
It isn't in any way interfering with your investigation.
Dana, you know, when you and I first had drinks, I was really looking forward to working with you. You were a good agent. But ever since Mulder, I couldn't have you far enough away. And don't bother going down to the stakeout either. I had it called off.
You can't do that.
No, I can't, but my regional ASAT can. Especially when I explain the irresponsible waste in man hours. Oh no, you know, here. Let me call him. Let me tell Mulder the good news.
Is this what it takes, Colton? Is this what it takes to climb the ladder?
All the way to the top, baby.
Then I can't wait until you fall off and land on your ass.
This is Fox Mulder. I'm not here to leave a message. This is Fox Mulder. I'm not here to leave a message.
Mulder, you must have gone out since Colton gave us a night off. Yeah, I say we file a complaint. I am furious. Okay, call me when you get in. Bye.
Where is everyone? Scully? Damn it. Damn it, Scully. Answer. this year. Look at him. He's making a new nest.
You'll be interested to know I ordered some genetic tests. The preliminary medical exam revealed quite abnormal development in the muscular and skeletal systems, as well as a continually declining metabolic rate. It dips way below the levels registered in deep sleep. Mulder, did you hear what I said?
All these people putting bars on their windows, spending good money on high-tech security systems, trying to feel safe. I look at this guy and I think, it ain't enough.